So today we're gonna play U.S. interstates here, and yeah, and we're gonna do here is I-65 and I-24. So yeah, here we're gonna play I-65 and I-24 in today's video. So if you already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's select the I-65 section. All right, guys. We're at the I-24 here. Looks like we're in Tennessee. Over there, that's I-75. Mobile. I'm gonna start in mobile. Wait, what is that? Alabama. Yeah, I'm gonna start in Alabama. So we're gonna go here. Alright, so this is where I-65 starts. It ends at I-10. So yeah, we gotta... Alright, we're on I-65. Here's I-165. And yeah, we're in Alabama. So shout out to you guys who lives in Alabama and Tennessee. So shout out to you guys who lives in Alabama and Tennessee. Alright, so we are on... Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to turn off the music. I didn't realize at first. I actually like the song, but I'm not pretty good. Not a big fan of U.S. Interstate songs. But I do like that song, but U.S. Interstate, no. I just need focus what the interstate highways are and to read the state names. I-85, or else that you guys wants me to shout it to you guys, then I need to pronounce your state. But yeah. My car's flipped over and bro, U.S. Interstates does not even or didn't added the flip button. What you do is that if your car is upside down like all the way, you could just have this like flip button that like flips your car to the right way that you need to be. It looks like we got a billboard here. First time seeing a billboard in U.S. interstates. Alright, what is this here? I-459. We have I-20 here. Oh, yo, that was actually thunder. Alright, I think this is gonna be hard rate. Alright, here's I-22. Alright, let's get out of the hard rate. But look at the cloud. It's literally moving. And you just saw that, right? I just got it on camera. That's crazy. And look at that. We can't leave. Okay, now it stopped. Alright, now we're out of there. Alright, here are the following freeways we could go on. We could go on I-65 and I-24. Basically, we could go on two interstates, but we've been on I-24 for a second, but then we switch it where I-65 begins in Alabama. I-565. Yep, that's I-565. Alright, guys. Looks like we're leaving Alabama and we made it to Tennessee. I don't need to shout out to you guys for this one because I already shouted to you guys who lives in Tennessee when I was in Alabama. I mean, yo. This is probably pretty good. Alright. I-840. Here's I-840. What is this here? I-440. Wait, which one was I-440? I don't know, but here's I-40. Yep, this is I-40 right here. Alright, looks like we're on I-24. I-65 and I-24. Alright, let's exit left. Here. Alright, now we're on I-24. As you can see. And I think we're on the westbound, I believe. Because the miles are going down. But hey, we're leaving Tennessee. And let me review to you guys real quick. Alright. We're out of Tennessee and we made it to Kentucky. Shout out to you guys who lives in Kentucky. Also guys, Kentucky has KFC. And then when I was in Thailand, or here's I-169. Well, when I was in Thailand, there was like KFC everywhere. Or not everywhere, but like every city you go to, there's like KFC. I-69. I think that's the only fast food they have. But if you're near Bangkok, I think they have McDonald's and Burger King there. So yeah. Alright guys, we're leaving Kentucky. That was pretty quick. And we made it to Illinois. Shout out to you guys who lives in Illinois. I wonder if we could get to I-55 and I-80. I mean, yo. I mean, here, this is actually a pretty long highway. I-24. Alright. We're approaching I-67. And as you can see, or I-57 and I-24 ends at the I-57. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to the I-65. Alright guys, we made it back to the I-65. Let's go on northbound. Alright, let's take the ramp here to I-65. Oh my god! I don't know what just happened. I mean, there's like guardrails or something. I don't know what to call those. Barriers. I think I should call them barriers. Yeah, I think I should call them barriers. There was like, but they were like little ones, little barriers there. Hey, rain, I don't want to get in the rain. Here's exit 90, mile 100. Like player 100. Well, hey, player 100. I don't think nobody liked player 100. And wait, nobody like. I think nobody likes player 100 and player and we're back in Kentucky. I don't need to shout out to you guys for this one. I-165. So yeah. So I think player 100 and player 124 are like, I don't think people does not like those. But who do people likes is player 120, player 149, player 222, player 333, and most importantly, player 456. Those are the people who likes those players who got eliminated. Mostly, everyone likes player 456 because he survived it 2 seasons. But season 3, he survived 4 and 5th, but the 6th game, he sacrificed himself. So yeah, he sacrificed himself to save the baby. Oh, here's I-264. Looks like here's I-64. Alright, looks like we're leaving in Kentucky and we just made it to Indiana. Shout out to you guys who lives in Indiana. So yeah, Indiana. Alright, we're on northbound I-65 here. Here's a rest area. Yo, a rest area, man. Yeah, it's good. We're at 252. I-465. I-70. I don't creep that. I don't know why. Alright guys, we made it to another state and we made it to wait guys, I thought that was a welcome sign, a state there, but it was just like a city, a welcome sign city name. It looks like we're in Indianapolis. I don't know, but Indianapolis. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yo, I thought we entered a state, but that was just a city. But I got confused there. I thought that was a state, but I never seen that. But bro, that was confusing. If you're traveling on the road, you might get confused there. But sometimes you might see those if you enter a city. So yeah. Even though here, I have a map here, and if it shows like a white line, means you're entering a new state. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep my eye on the map there. And here, once we get to the exit, we might end for today's video. I don't know, but alright, here's an exit here. US 30, alright. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. So if you alright, make sure to hit that subscribe button and peace out y'all. Whoa!